I've never been so nervous for anything in my entire life. Like, for the first time I'm sitting down in front of a camera and I don't know, coming true, or so it felt like. It was a dream originated in first time in my entire life, career. It felt like the whole world was Australia and Singapore and China and the UK and New York, and traveled just to be turned away and sent home. I looked up to in this industry, the biggest convention in this industry, for years, and I wanted to be a part of it so badly. Positive light, and all of these creators coming forward telling me they have the same things happen to them, or sharing their stories, and not only feeling like I started all of this and this movement, but having all these people on my side and having every press talking about you so positive, which looking back is so fucking stupid. Like, in 2 months, it's so stupid. And as the concept of TanaCon became more real and it started picking up, but I've always been the type of person where I never want to judge someone based off of everyone else's opinions, because I'm always the girl that everyone judges based off of what everyone else has to say, and I never want to be that person. So if anything, everyone fucking telling me not to made me dig my heels in 10 times deeper. And the combination of that and the way that Michael is, sat up every single night going over every goddamn thing with Michael Weist. Whether it was security, whether it was lines outside, whether it was merchandise, which YouTubers merchandise we wanted there, which exclusive merchandise we wanted to make, how we were gonna design it, every single fucking item that was guaranteed to be in those gift bags, the capacities, the room, the safety, the security, the 91 security guards that ended up being 25, how many paramedics we wanted, which YouTubers got which hotel rooms, and what I wanted to put in them, and oh my god, and which sponsors I wanted, and which companies I wanted there, and what I wanted my birthday party to look like, and what songs I wanted the fans to hear first, and what panels I wanted, and every single person on each and every one of those panels, and what panel came after which one, and what went before the other one, and making sure nothing conflicted with anyone's VidCon experience, and asking over and over and over and over and over and over again that the security and the capacity would be fine. I asked Michael Weist if the security and the capacity would be fine 500,000 fucking times. And every single time I was told, yes, it will be perfect. Don't even worry about that. You're the YouTuber, you're the talent. Focus on who you want on what panel. Are you kidding me? Of course safety and security is gonna be fine, Tana. Why wouldn't it be? But to go even further in what I was responsible for planning, it was the concept and foundation of TanaCon. But I want to be a little more clear than that. The concept and foundation of TanaCon was planned by me, and I was going to kick and fucking scream until it got done. And I honestly think that this is the most important message I want to convey in this video. And the reason why I explained how I was wined and dined and how Michael was and everything that happened is so that I can convey this message. I believed that I could place the task of creating a perfect, safe, happy, awesome TanaCon in the hands of Michael Weist and Good Times. Did I want to be a pivotal part of creating the event? Did I want to choose every little thing down to the color of the gift bags and what person was on what panel and every little fucking thing? Hell yes I did, and I did that. I was on my phone every second of every day with that man. But the responsibility of the logistics and the production and the security and the safety and the lines and the water and the food and the paramedics I placed in the hands of the production company, Good Times. Because at the end of the day, and I'm not falling back on this on a crutch, because like I said, I'm a fucking idiot for ever doing it out of spite and ever doing it in 2 months and ever doing it on the same day. But I still at the time was a 19-year-old girl who makes YouTube videos. I don't run a convention company. And Michael Weist made me believe that he ran the best convention company and he was going to make me the best convention he possibly could. He did everything in his power to make me believe that we had plenty of time and that security was gonna be fucking on lock and that everyone was gonna be inside with plenty of space. The gift bags would be full and that all I had to do was tell him what I wanted and he would make it happen. And so as the days for TanaCon came up further and further and further, I began to realize that Michael was a little dumber than he was, a lot dumber than he was putting off to be. That the ego was to cover up a lot, that there were a lot of lies. I think I was beginning to realize that I didn't make the right choice. But we're a week away with 4,000 tickets sold. I didn't know what to do. So I enlist the help of Jordan and we do everything we can to make things as great as possible. But again, Jordan doesn't run a convention company, he's a talent manager. So we locked every influencer for every panel and we locked down every sponsor and we locked down everything we could. But Michael was allegedly handling all of the things we knew nothing about. Security, venue, capacity, safety. It was scary. But I was so excited. I went and toured the venue, asked about security, another 100,000 out. Happy tears, because I felt like I'd finally made a positive footprint in the community. I remember walking into TanaCon off of a party bus with all my friends, running into the arms of the fans outside, bawling. And then right after that, Michael and his videographer Phil told me and Hunter that we could never fucking have that footage because it was for a documentary that they were filming. But that's beside the point. But even that was weird, you know? Why was Michael's entire video team threatening me and my videographer because they own the rights to all the footage? Why was Michael calling himself the CEO of TanaCon and my manager that night when he wasn't? And now TanaCon had started. It was the morning of, and going horribly. And of course, I'm a selfish asshole and I go upstairs to change my clothes and make Gabby wait and just suck. And while I'm up there, I'm getting texts from and I'm being told that there are 20,000 people outside. Michael is going around to everyone, bragging, telling everyone, there's 20,000 people outside. Tana, congratulations. He's making it seem like the best thing ever. Look out the window, everything's fine. No one's even mad at you. It's 20,000 people outside. They love you so much. Everything's gonna be fine. It's to me too. Is that after all of this, Michael had the audacity to say that I just went out and partied that night. Well, no. I sat in a boardroom for 5 hours and your entire team, who's terrified of you, and I still don't know why, you have an entire team of Good Time staff who's terrified of you, finally spoke up to me and told me all of the lies you told me and how there's no way we can actually do a day 2. And even though Michael's saying that and that we can fix everything, that he didn't do anything right. I found out in that boardroom that the morning of, he canceled the paramedics because he didn't want to spend the money on it. That he cut the security guards in half. That he was on Instagram and stopped lying to me, stopped being afraid of him. It was all a facade. And that the smartest thing to do would be to cancel it for the safety and happiness of my fans. That was one of the most devastating moments of my life. Everything was like this. You know, everyone was talking about it. It was going to be so amazing. It was going to be so perfect. The security's fine. Everything's going to be great. The hotel capacity's fine. Well, you finally made a change, whatever. Just kidding. It's all a lie. You're lucky your fans didn't die today. The security isn't real security. And the paramedics were canceled. Michael Weiss would rather spend that money on Chanel earrings. Your gift bags were a condom. I didn't know what to do. I was in shock mode. I thought it would be the best thing to do to leave the Marriott and to go to my network's party and to talk to you guys outside. There were like 100 fans outside, so I went and talked to them, to talk to all of the people in the industry inside of the party and ask their advice, to apologize to creators, to try to start mopping up the mess. And for him to go in an interview and say that I was just out partying while all I was trying to do was damage control the thousands of fucking lies he told to me and figure something out, any truth, is the most angering thing. And to be so goddamn angry at VidCon for 3 years and now to sit back and be 10,000 times more angry at the one person I thought I could trust to help me pull this off is devastating. to want nothing more than for TanaCon to go well and to see videos of third fucking degree sunburns and people on stretchers, hear the stories of the fans who were still there that traveled all the way from Australia and London and wherever else, is soul shattering and so infuriating, because I would have never done TanaCon if I knew it was gonna happen like that. But now that left Jordan and I to mop up the mess. And then we come to find out all of the numbers. There weren't 20,000 people outside, and now I look like a fucking idiot. The venue could never have held 5,000 people, and it was oversold. The security was a fucking joke. But at the end of the day, I put my name on it. My idea originated in spite, and I made a huge fucking mess, and I have to clean it up. Past 2 weeks, I've been radio silent. Everyone wanted to know immediately why I wasn't making a video and why I wasn't addressing it and all of that kind of stuff. This is why. I didn't know what the fuck to say. I didn't know what the fuck was the truth. I didn't know what the fuck was a lie. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I didn't want to sit down and talk about it until I knew every damn thing. And what's crazy is everyone thinks that after Shane's video came out that I knew everything and I'm still being silent for no reason and whatever. I'm still finding out so much stuff to this day. Refunds. Like I told you earlier, Michael showed up to my birthday party to tell me that he loved me and wished me a happy birthday. I said, I don't know what to say, because even I almost understood why everyone was so afraid of him. And then he left Anaheim back to Nashville on a plane, stranded all of the creators that were still in Anaheim, and started hitting him up about refunds. And I heard no response. I started calling him, and then I see that he went outside and told people that Jordan wasn't responding during all of TanaCon, when in reality Jordan was the only person trying to hold anything together. So that was what he did before he left. And I became very aware that the only people who actually cared about the fans and their refunds were Shane, James, the other creators. I start hearing rumors from everyone that Michael knows that he's telling everyone he's just fine and he made $450,000 from TanaCon. And then Bryce starts showing me all the fake bank statements that Michael used to make to show him how much money he had before he stole his. And then Michael sees that Shane is gonna make a TanaCon video and then starts becoming so responsive, and he's upset and he's gonna lose his house and he's going bankrupt, but the bank statements he sent me were fake. And I don't believe any of that for a damn second. And now suddenly he's so upset and he cares so much. And so we all start discussing refunds, and it's very prevalent that Michael doesn't know what the fuck to do. I might have to write a check and issue refunds myself. And then after I think Shane realized all of this, he was nice enough to help the situation. And I appreciate Shane so much more than you'll ever know. I know that that's not what this is about, but no one knew all of this for the last 2 weeks. Shane was the only person to listen and understand that I'm a fucking idiot and call me out on all my bullshit, but still give me a platform to transparently tell this story on and care about the refunds and care about the fans and talk to Michael. And I don't think Michael would have ever talked to me if it wasn't for Shane, so I'm so grateful for his position in that sense. And Shane's my fucking dad. We all know I would be dead if it wasn't for him, so I'm not even gonna get into that, but I don't even know what I would do in this situation if it wasn't for Shane fucking Dawson. He could have walked away so easily. All he was a creator that reluctantly agreed to show up at my event and to take on this responsibility is the greatest thing someone could ever do for me, and I will never be able to repay him, but you all know that. And for him to forgive me and still talk to me every day and listen to me means the world. Now here we are, present day, in my house, coming back to the world, facing this head on, sitting in the same spot that I was so spitefully screamed at VidCon. And so now I've been spending every single day trying to work on a perfect solution, but the truth is nothing will ever make this fully right, and it will be one of the biggest regrets of my life for the rest of my life. I'm gonna do everything I can to make it right, and as much as I want to be radio silent and continue to hide the good parts of my intentions, the parts of me that wanted to be the voice for the creators and make a change in this industry and make a change in the way that creators are treated and be the voice for people who are treated like shit and give the fans what they deserve, that voice in me doesn't want to back down, because if I were to back down and give up on the right things that I believed in, that would be losing in my eyes. But to everyone that's out here calling me a con artist, Tana conned, Tana, you're an evil mastermind, you're a piece of shit, whatever. ever. I didn't make a fucking dime on TanaCon, and now I will be losing my money. If anyone thinks that I went into TanaCon for anything other than a wild fucking dream fueled by a fuck ton of spite, you were wrong. My tickets were $65 and Michael spent every dime that was earned, but I didn't do it for the money. I did it because I wanted to create a better, different event. Was it fueled by spite? Was it fueled by ego? Would I have been so persistent if I wasn't getting the attention and the press and all of the crazy shit that was happening? Probably not. But I knew from day one that I wasn't making a dime, that it was for the greater good of the industry, that it was for making a footprint in this world, that it was for doing something dope and cheap for once for the fans. I wanted something free. I wanted free tickets. That's another fucking conversation. Such a fucking mess. Now I'm spending my time working on free meetups in as many of the most popular cities, no matter where they are, of people who bought tickets and stuff for charity with Shane, starting from the ground up again with the same morals of what I believed in when I made those videos, but with a whole hell of a lot less spite and a giant slap in the face from reality and a whole fuck ton of trust issues. A long time ago someone said to me, if you want something done right, do it yourself. And that's where I am with all of this. I will never blindly trust anyone again. I will never let ego and spite fuel the decisions I make with someone. If everyone tells me not to fuck with a person in the business industry, I'm not gonna do it. As much as that sucks, it's the truth. I'm not gonna do things without months of planning. I'm not gonna do things like TanaCon. A lot of change has to be made. I'm gonna stick to what I know. I'm gonna research everything I can. I'm gonna look at everything that went wrong so I know how things can go right. I'm gonna work with Jordan, David, Warona, and that's about it because he's the only fucking person in this industry who isn't a snake. I'm gonna be more guarded. If people are secretly filming me and telling me if I sell this many tickets they're gonna buy me a Rolex, I'm gonna tell them to get the fuck out of my house. If James Charles, the smartest sister in this fucking industry, tells me not to trust someone, I'm gonna listen to him. I'm working on everything I can to figure out how to accommodate all of the travel funds of people who traveled, but in the meantime, I am so sorry. I'm sorry if you came to TanaCon. I'm sorry if you had a sunburn. I'm sorry if you waited in line. I'm sorry you didn't get to meet your favorite creators. I'm sorry that you ever even had to look at that sorry excuse for a gift bag. And I'm sorry if you believed in me, if I let you down. And I'm sorry for fucking this up. I'm sorry for being dumb, egotistical, spiteful, selfish, stupid, irresponsible. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it right, and I'm not gonna give up for the voice of the fucking creators and the voice of the fucking fans. I'm not gonna stop trying because I would be a sorry excuse of, I don't want to say role model, but you know what I mean. If I came on here weeks ago preaching never to give up on your dreams, and then because one thing went wrong, I'm going to give up forever. That's not who I am, and that's not who I want you guys to be, and that's not the goddamn message I'm going to spread on this channel. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for letting me tell you what happened. I was lied to so much. I've never been, and I probably never will be, more lied to in my entire life by anyone. I trusted a horrible person and a horrible company. Michael Weiss and his entire staff of people who were terrified of him fucked me over brutally, but I'm still a fucking idiot for attaching myself to it and letting it happen. I knew better, and I'm fucking stupid, and I'm sorry. If you think I let you down, just know I let me down so much harder. I just